Hibs fans, St Mirren were hoping for a third time lucky in their quest for a first home win of the season. In Paisley yesterday were Hearts.
Stephen Thompson, his pass comes off McGowan, in goes Barr, and in goes Jim Goodwin. Free kick given again to St Mirren skipper, and Callum Murray is reaching into his pocket for a yellow card. Helped on by Ryan Stevenson, an unsure touch from McCausland. Callum Patterson in with a chance, and it's a good effort from the youngster. And that was a strong right hand from Craig Sampson to make the save. Danny Lennon hoping his team can get their first home win of the season. Graham Carey, not too far away. Really strong on set pieces, Carey, just off target. Stephen Thompson, the target man, using his strength and his know-how as well. Looking to make something happen here, taking his time. Through for David Van Zanten. Good ball in for Paul McGowan. What a chance. And he's wondering what we're wondering. How did he miss? Danny Granger. Chased by Novikovas, who gets the break of the ball off McCausland. He can make something happen here for Patterson. And it was Paul Dummett in the way. The on-loan Newcastle youngster, right place, right time to deny Patterson what looked a certain goal. Now it's Dummett on the attack. Graham Carey for Lewis Guy. Brilliant save, Jamie McDonald, because the diving header was heading for the corner of the net until the Hearts keeper flung himself across. Dummett's clearance, and Stephen Thompson makes sure he gets there first before Andy Webster. Looking for support. Jim Goodwin sizing up the shot. Oh, it's a beauty. That must have been fully 40 yards. I think Jamie McDonald was unsighted here, and there was certainly lots of movement on the ball, which ended up in the back of the net. In from Danny Granger, cleared by Goodwin, the goal scorer, and maybe a counter-attacking possibility here for Graham Carey. On to Paul McGowan. Hearts getting back behind the ball now. Thompson ploughing on, getting through a couple of half-hearted challenges and setting up Lewis Guy. 3 minutes after half-time, and St Mirren have a 2-goal lead. The challenge is less than impressive from Hearts, and Thompson put it on a plate for Guy. Barr and Granger unconvincing in their efforts to stop Thompson, and that could be game over already. Hearts desperate to get a goal back. Granger's corner. Ryan Stevenson had a big chance to do just that. He ends up in the back of the net. That's where he intended to put the ball. Can Hearts get a goal back? Novikovas away from Van Zanten. This looks promising. Well, it did look promising. And it looks very much as if St Mirren are going to win this and move into third place in the SPL.
Your fellow countryman Jim Goodwin had no right to be shooting from that sort of distance, Pat.
He's done it before in the past, hasn't he?
He has indeed.
No, when I seen this goal first, I'm saying the goalkeeper must be, well, fault, but he mustn't, don't know what went wrong. But when you see it from a different angle, the goalkeeper was unsighted, but not alone was he unsighted. The ball, the movement of the ball was quite incredible, and that's what you actually see now with long shots. You can see it there, the movement of the ball, and it's right in the corner. So, yeah.
And he has a history. In fact, you've got an assist in this one, don't you?
Actually, I cleared the ball that time. I remember actually a few players on our team saying after the game, we didn't shout out loud, go and hit it. But listen, you know, it's the old theory, Rob, if you don't shoot, you won't score. And, you know, Jim's certainly got a good strike from the edge of the box.
They look like they're getting a decent squad together, St Mirren.
I like St Mirren. I watched them quite a few times last year, and they've a nice little ground down there, and Danny Lennon, they want to play football, they get it down, they pass it. Sometimes they're a little bit opened. I watched them against Celtic last year, for example, and I thought they passed the ball really well, but they left themselves wide open at times when they lost the ball, and Celtic counter-attacked them. But they're a good team, and they've got some good players. Young Paul McGowan, in the middle of the pitch, excellent little player. Obviously was a Celtic, had moved on, refreshed his career, and exceptional little player.
John McGlynn was in the studio about a month or so ago. Do you worry for him, Stephen, in terms of what he's got in his squad? John Sutton was on the bench yesterday, Callum Patterson played up front. Hearts haven't scored a goal in their last 3 league games. Yeah.
I think it's such a good start to the season, beating St Johnstone, and everybody thought Hearts would roll on, now would be the second best team in Scotland, but it's went slightly downhill since then. I don't think they carry a big enough goal threat. You said John Sutton was on the bench. Ryan Stevenson's not a natural really goal scorer. On the bench, I think that John Sutton and Scott Robinson, apart from that, they're very, very thin. So I do slightly worry for John. You know, he's under a little bit of pressure. You know, the kind of history of roaming off at Hearts. So, I think he's going to need a few results quick.
There was Friday night.